Hi everyone, welcome to another coaching session. Today we will be taking a look at a silver for Ashe. This is patch 5.24. So we have an Ashe called the Rocket 22. So let's take a look at this. Good start. I'd say that Biscuit Masteries are quite good on basically just anyone because they give a lot of they give at first they give that extra 20 immediately health, which is quite good sometime when you want to bait kills off. So it's quite good. So in the lane matchup we have a Maokai support, interesting, and a Tristana against Ashe and um Thresh. So in the beginning, it should be quite interesting because Maokai can't really harass, well, unless he throws saplings, but that shouldn't be that big of a deal in the laning phase. But since Maokai is melee, we have Ashe and Thresh who can easily just harass him, and we have also Tristana who is a huge lane bully because of his bombs. So this lane matchup should be interesting. I think it'll depend a lot of the jungler's presence, whether this lane goes one side or the other, or just simply by luck or like skill matchup. But you have to be careful though because of the Maokai. Maokai snares do a lot of damages even without any item, so have to be careful. But good harass so far. You have okay. First of all, whenever you lane against a Tristana, it is okay to stand in the minions. It is not bad, but whenever you see a minions close to dying, you have to get away from that minion because Tristana. Well, if you see Tristana leveling up her E, which is often the case starting from level 1, you have to be standing far away from your dying minions because you'll be taking free splash damage from Tristana E's passive. You can't be standing close. Again, you can't be standing there. Malcolm started with Q. He did not try to hook anyone else. Yeah. Okay. Even if Maokai, even if Thresh hooks, it does not mean that you need to respond. Okay. A hook is always good because like you can always send out free damage. But since Maokai sent you a sapling, it was best for you to just walk back, let Thresh tank the sapling, and then hit Maokai after. You did not have to hit him immediately, and even if you didn't land the hook, it would have been still better for you to not tank the hit because they have a relic shield, so trades for you are not that beneficial, unless they are with a Thresh shield. Okay, pretty good flash right there. Had you not flashed, Tristana wouldn't have died to Thresh's ignite, so it was a good flash. Good reaction timing. Though I want to see, yeah, you didn't put a ward down. As soon as you flash, okay, you should have put a ward down, because even though you saw him attacking you, because you saw him in the bush because he was attacking you. Oh, that even canceled the jump, so pretty good timing there. Okay, it is a good habit, even though you saw him like once, it is a good habit to just put a ward down immediately as soon as you have the chance of losing sight of the enemy laner or whoever it is. Okay, so just a good habit to put down a trinket immediately in case something like fancy happens, or like let's say the jungler is over there or something. So it's just better for you to put down your trinket first, or like at least land your auto attack and then put down your trinket. Taking the lantern down was fine, but it would have been risky. Cause well, you couldn't have gained anything from it, and Sijani was already mid, but Just keep in mind that next time if like you don't see anyone, I mean you don't see the jungler or something like that, don't take the lantern because well that wouldn't have gained you anything, and it could have been actually a risk for you. Now you have to stand back, stand back, stand back. Okay. Whenever Tristana throws the bomb on you, you can't just let her keep on hitting you. Okay, those bombs they do a lot of damage. The more Tristana hits you whenever you have the bomb on your head. So you can't let Tristana just hit you freely like that. Just be patient. Whenever she throws you that, just walk away, and then wait for the bomb to just explode. Or like you can signal Thresh. I know Thresh didn't have his lantern, but you can signal Thresh to lantern you by like being assist me or something like that. What you should be doing right now is pushing those two. Like you wouldn't even need to push those minions. Okay, what you should be doing right now is fast push the lane, so you can back and buy and be equivalent to Tristana, because even though you're one level up ahead of Tristana, um, your item you don't have as many items as Tristana. Well, she only has boots more than you, so it's not that bad. But what you should try to do right now is just to try to put try to apply as much pressure as possible. Like try to press your advantage as much as possible. So let's see your gold. You almost have enough for a BF sword, so it would have been okay, for you if you wanted to press your advantage. You could have went back and bought a pickaxe if you wanted to like really press your advantage, or you could do what you do and keep on saving for a BF sword. But if that's what you want to do, you have to tell your Thresh or either yourself to go ward right now because you don't have any vision. And this could be really punitive for you, staying right here in the lane. Especially against a champion like Sidrani who has a gap closer. Okay, so good thing you went to ward exactly at that moment Sidrani comes. You didn't have to heal at this particular moment. You did not risk Sidrani collapsing on you, okay? She could have, well, I'll take for granted you didn't know that Sidrani didn't have her flash, but she could have dashed flash on you, and if she didn't do it, then there was no way that she was going to be able to catch you, catch up on you. So you didn't need to heal right away. You could have waited for a better moment to, and actually just keep your heal. Okay, I'll be talking on behalf of Pantheon. Pantheon, it was an okay TP. Like it was not necessary, because Thresh could have just went back on Sidrani with his second proc, I'd say, on his hook. So he was not in danger of dying immediately. He even had his flash. So Pantheon did not need to TP, and what he did, which was bad, was he actually stayed there to steal some minions. Okay, stealing some minions is not so bad. Like taxing the lane is okay-ish. It's not good, but it's not like really bad. But what was bad in what he did, and which could be a good future reference for you, is that he stayed way too long in the lane. He should actually have went back top as soon as nothing would have happened from him ganking bot lane, because by staying bot lane so long, he let Aatrox free farm top, free push top, and he basically just shared the XP among 3 people and shared the minions among you and him. So that was really bad from him. So good. Now you have your BF sword. You have you have enough gold for it. Sorry. You have enough gold. You should have bought a potion at least. Okay, you should have at least bought a potion. If you can. I think you didn't have enough gold yet. But if you can, you must. It is preferable for you to buy potions and pink wards. But yeah, your goal was probably not at. Yeah, it was probably not at 125 yet. Oh. 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 wasted by Thresh. He actually got it. Damage. Why did he walk over there? It was less. It was less good by Thresh. Okay, let's go back to that play. Okay, so they jump on you. Okay, first, don't walk forward like this, okay? Maokai can easily collapse on you, okay? Maokai's job right now is to separate you from Thresh, okay? He can either jump on Thresh, or if he tries to turn back, he'll jump on you, and then it's gonna be dangerous for you, which is what happens after. So you can't be walking forward like this. You're basically, this is basically 1v2, okay? For like 3-4 seconds maybe. Okay, so this forces you to flash. But as soon as you saw them turning back on Maokai, you should have turned right away. Turn right away. Like, look at it. You basically just wasted 3 seconds. 3 seconds walking back and forth. And Thresh took free damage. Okay, the play turned out in your favor. Okay, it was a good move because it turned out in your favor, but it was not the best move. Okay, what you're trying to aim is to do whatever is the best thing for you and your team. Okay, like do the most optimal thing, and you basically just wasted 3 seconds there, which could have ended up being bad for you. Good. Look, whatever happened to Triss right there was actually just Thresh's doing. So, like, imagine you did not have a Thresh that could answer well to like, I mean, answer well to whatever the enemy team was doing. Well, this is actually pretty funny. Why would he stay? You could have just stood here and do the same thing, and it would actually catch him out, okay? But yeah, you shouldn't have wasted all those few seconds. It could have been, actually, it would have landed. It would have gotten you the kill on Maokai if had you not walked back. That.
Shut down. Shut down.
That. Oh. Yeah, it's, well, you can't really protect him. Oh, you shouldn't have turned away to attack. Could have been dangerous for you. Had Maokai had his snare like in range, you would have been dead. Like 100% you would have been dead if Maokai could have snared you. So you should have just acknowledged that Thresh was already dead and just walk back. Right now you should not be staying here. Like you have not a lot of well, actually now you can because you saw Tristana mid. So what you need to do right now is to fast push. But had you not seen Tristana mid, it would have been a really bad decision to stay here because you were at 50% HP and you did not have your summoners, I mean your flash and actually your heal. And also you did not have a lot of mana, so the position you were in was really at risk. And right now, you just lost your recall timing because Tristana came back to lane, and what she can do is basically just force you to stay in lane, or you lose a full wave to her and to Maokai. So now your recall timing is going to cost you. Why are you not recalling yet? So like, if you recall right now, it is going to force you to actually lose a lot of minions. Oh, you have your arrow? Yeah, you had your arrow. That's it. 100 mana. You had enough mana. Okay, right there, you could have just ultimate Tristana and she would have died. Like 100% she would have died. You know from earlier she does not have flash. You know from earlier she does not have heal. You and Thresh are in perfect position to just hit her. Really? Maokai is running away. Even if Sejuani comes, you have the you could have just arrowed her, and she would have been like super behind from that. Like arrow her, volley her, hit her once, and just run away. Thresh could have just hit her like twice in that. So it would have been a good opportunity for you to just have a perfect recall timing, because Tristana would have been in danger staying there, and you could have just pushed it and recall, and Tristana would have had to mirror you. Else she would have been the one who loses so much CS there. But you're not pinging anything to your team, so this is like you're taking a guess that your team will know. I mean, like Thresh will know that what you want to do. Like you want to ambush the Tristana. But it would be way easier for you, for your team if you ping the assist me or something like that. So like they would actually know that you're trying to ambush the Tristana. And if you're typing, that's okay. But the best would be to ping assist me to your team, because typing would take you more time than just pinging, and it would actually take your fingers away from the. Oh, he should have tried to just land the hook right there instead of trying to walk up and play, because she was already stunned. So what he should have done, Thresh should have done, is actually just hook a tiny bit in front of Tristana in case she jumps, and if she doesn't jump, he would have still landed the hook on her. So it was actually a free hook push right there. But it's okay, I guess. Okay, don't stand so forward. Like, we know Thresh has a lantern, but it's not a good idea to just um, force out the lantern for yourself because you want a couple of minions. Okay, so just play with Thresh, who is walking in front of Maokai. Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. No, don't walk back. Don't walk back. Do not walk back. The reason why I said first don't do that is because you know that Thresh is not going to go on Maokai, okay? Thresh should have went back on Maokai. It would have been a 2v1, and Maokai probably would have died. Or had he has his flash, he would have flashed away. But Maokai, you saw the Thresh run away, so it was 1v1, okay? You should not have went on Maokai because you do not have the kill potential to kill him. You should have just went back to your minions, keep on farming, abuse the fact that Tristana is not there, and just push the wave, get all the free XP, all the free CS right here. Because you can't kill the Maokai, okay? You do not have enough mana, you do not have enough damage yet, and Maokai is way too tanky for you right now. So you're basically wasting like 5 to 7 seconds just free hitting on Maokai for absolutely nothing. Like you're not gonna kill him anyway. So it would have been better for you to just go get the CS. Oh, Flash. Maokai is not healthy, but Tristana is healthy, which is pretty dangerous for you. Yeah, exactly. Oof. Yeah, she shouldn't have went in. Okay. This is something that happens a lot whenever people lane with or against tanky supports. People actually, and this is actually still something stupid. You should know that Aatrox has his passive. He had the red bar up. That was really stupid from Pantheon. But yeah, this is something that happens a lot when you lane against and with tanky supports. Is that people think like, oh well, they're low HP, right? So you can go in, you can kill them, and you can just walk away. But no, the enemy AD carry is healthy, so you have to take that into the equation, and you have to think that since the Maokai is naturally like basically tanky, his health compared to yours might actually be even greater. Like the effective health that he has is actually better because he has more like base stats than you do. So, oh, do you get it? Yeah, you did. Oh, really good stun. Play incoming play. Oh, you did not have to flash right there. You did not have to play. Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Why? That was really not worth it. Really not worth it. You wasted both your summoners. Oh well, actually 1 for 0 because Tristana jumped away to get a kill on Tristana, which was not needed, by the way. Okay. Uh, yeah, it was not. The kill on Tristana was good. Like, of course it was good, but it was not needed. Like as soon as you did that much damage, Tristana wouldn't have been able to stay in the lane. If she stayed in the lane, then you just kill her after. Okay, it doesn't even matter if she stays or not. And if she does not stay, then you just basically freely push all this minion wave into her turret, and it is as if she died because she would have to recall. So it's like 8 seconds. Look at this. Look at how many seconds she has on her death timer. Okay. You take out 8 seconds from that, she would have had two left. Taking for granted that she has to walk away, she has to recall, she has to walk back in lane. It is as if she was already dead, but you didn't. You did, or you only did not get the 300 gold. So something really important that you have to keep in mind is that getting the kill is not what's important. Okay, what's important is denying the enemy AD carry or even support or any laner on the opposite side or the jungler. It What's important is denying that person all the potential things that he could be getting, meaning CS, meaning CS meaning gold, XP, champion pressure like being present, going to ward, potentially having smite on objectives, etc., pushing power, etc. What's really important is not you getting that 300 gold or something, whatever, or something else, depending on him. Um, what's important is you denying every single thing that I just mentioned. Okay, that's what's important. Which is why it is not so important to kill someone. Okay, bullying him out of lane is actually more than enough. Getting the kill is a bonus. Okay, so that's what you should be aiming for. And also your flash is super important compared to Tristana's. Okay, Tristana has a built-in escape. She has her jump. You as Ashe, you do not have any built-in escape. So here you go. Now you can't escape whatever Aatrox is doing to you. So
Shut down.
your flash is way more important than Tristana's. So when I said early 1 for 1, it was actually not quite true because it's actually like 1.3, 1. What 1.25 maybe against 1. So you actually lost that flash trade in the end. Well, I mean, you did not lose it because it was. Yeah, you actually did lose it because it was 2 for 1 anyway. So you got a kill. So I guess it's fine. But because you did not have your flash, you just died right here. So the kill, even though it was in separate period of time, the fact that you use your flash on Tristana had an impact on your fight against Aatrox. So you have to really keep that in mind. You won't have your flash for the next, depending if you took the summoner, for the next 300 seconds. It is huge on you to not have your flash for 300 seconds. So you really have to keep that in mind. You can't just randomly use your flash to get a kill. Like, you have to know that your role on the team is super important. And like you staying alive is more important than you getting a kill on Tristana. This is quite dangerous because you have absolutely no vision of where they are. Um, as you actually now do because you see them. Okay, good thing you turn on them. That's exactly what you should be doing. Look at it right now. You still don't have your flash. Keep on hitting. Yes, good. Your team fight is pretty good. Now you run. Now you turn it back on Fizz. Okay, really good. Your team fighting, your time reaction, and your decision making on that team fight was actually pretty good.
Red team's turret has been
I'd say
destroyed.
it's actually better than Silver 4, than like usual Silver 4. What I would be, what I would have expected from you is actually just stand there, either continue on hitting the dragon, or just standing right there and the hit the enemy team by like not kiting and not changing target and whatever. So really good decision making and really good team fighting mechanics from you. Okay, so you buy Infinity Edge, which is a good buy. Okay, tier 2 boots. Um, Future Boot second item is actually pretty good on you because you can just slow people down. You can kite them down easily. Plus, you do not have a built-in escape. So it is going to be really helpful for you. But you have to keep in mind though, all five of the enemy champions have pretty much gap closers or like jumps or dash or whatever that can easily negate the fact that you have boots. So, but boots are still of course 100% good on you. Oh, Aatrox. They did not have to use your ultimate right there. He would have died 100% to the turret and to thingy. What's it called? Malzahar. Okay, it is really good. You acknowledge the fact that you had a free kill on Maokai. You did not pursue the kill on Fizz, which could have ended up being dangerous for you. So you just turned back on Maokai. So you actually have really decent decision making, like above silver. I'd say like maybe gold 5, gold 4 decision making level. Of course, like this is just my opinion. Like whenever I say like you have above average, above silver decision making, like there's there's not a scale where it says like, oh well, if you do this you're gold, or if you do this you're whatever. But from seeing other people play, from coaching other people play at this level, at higher levels, I'd say your decision making is around maybe low gold, but of 100% it is above silver 4. Like nobody can deny that. Right now, what you should be doing is keep on farming like this. Like this is good, but you should be telling your Thresh to go with your team and to put more wards down. Like you have really, your team actually has decent ward coverage. I'm really surprised. But like your Thresh really does not need to stay here with you, so he should have went somewhere else, roam with your team a bit sooner. Good, good, good. I thought you were gonna tunnel vision on whatever is happening mid lane, but you turned back on to Tristana, Tristana to help or Fizz to help out Malzahar. So it was really good. Okay, good flash. That was a good flash. Okay, the reason why that flash was good is because that flash will grant you a kill that is crucial for you to get in order to be able to freely push the lanes. So, by flashing right there, you actually secured the kill on Aatrox, and you basically baited the Sejuani to come back. Uh, okay, free kill on Tristana. You actually like well, your team could have helped you push there, and you would have gotten the turret. He was really down. Yeah, he was a few hits away from dying. So your team could have helped you right there, push it instead of doing raids or just roaming into the jungle. Yeah, blue. He doesn't even have blue. It wasn't even blue up. But really good awareness, team fight awareness right there with Malzahar earlier. I really like your arrow uses. Like you're really not greedy with your arrows. You use them whenever like you have a good opportunity, which is something that a lot of Ashes don't do. Okay, this is actually really bad for Ashes player to be super greedy with their arrows. They're gonna be like, oh well, I want to keep it for their perfect situation, but by keeping it for the perfect situation, you're missing out on every single good opportunity. And one perfect situation is more often than not equivalent to multiple good situations. So I like the fact that okay. Yeah, you should have respected the Aatrox right there more. But I really like the fact that you taking the lantern? Not taking the lantern? Why is he not taking the lantern? But Thresh, why Thresh? Thresh should have just kept on walking away. Okay, I'm telling you just for future reference. Thresh should have just kept on walking away. So whenever Pantheon takes the lantern, he would have been way further away from them. So instead of walking back in, like there's no point in Thresh walking back in if his point is to give Pantheon a free escape. Okay, here you are.
Killing spree.
Yep, you should be doing Dragon because Baron, you could actually have done Baron. Like you could have Pantheon has his ultimate and his TB up. You could have tried to do a Baron. But honestly, at this elo of solo queue, it is not a good idea to go Baron with your team. Okay, unless it is really free. But your team, your team wouldn't have been able to respond well to the enemy team contesting Baron. Like look at this. This is free. Okay, Dragon is free. Baron is not free. Baron is a bit of a risk. Dragon was free, but the team kept on pushing. Like there were 3 people around mid for absolutely no reason. So you, I think you should be pinging more. You should be telling your team more what doing. Like don't keep on typing. I don't know if you're typing because I can't see it, but you don't look like you're typing. Keep on mass pinging because your decision making is really up par. Like it is actually better than your average the average people in your elo. So you should keep on mass pinging your teammates. So just run. In this situation, you can't help Lee Sin. You don't have enough damage to help the Lee Sin, so you should have kept on running. You actually have pretty decent damage on Malkan right now. Oh well, he went Rod of Ages, that's why. He should have went he should have tried to go on for Frozen Heart or Rendunes or something like that. Because Rendunes is actually really good against Ashe because Ashe has built-in crit. So getting Rendunes negates a lot of Ashe's damage. Like Rendunes to Ashe is the same thing as Banshee's Veil for Annie. Annie does not have a lot of counters, whether in lane or just as one of 5 champions on your team. But every single person can counter Annie by buying Banshee's Veil because every single spell on Annie counts for her, including her shield. But you can't block that. So Annie has to rely on her teammates to break the Banshee's Veil shield before going in, which is something that counters her a lot because she's all about going in and bursting someone down. So like Rendune's Omen is the same thing to Ashe. So far this game is going like pretty good. It is going to you. It is going in your favor. So and you're making a lot of good decisions. I don't say this often to people whenever they ask me for help or coaching or whatever.
Shut
So
down.
one thing that I just noticed, okay, that I just did, and which is actually really good because that's what I tell Ashe players all the time, is that you should hawkshot across the whole map. Okay, maybe not like 100% of the map, but at least 80% of the map. Because let's say you want to hawkshot over to your blue, and you were at the fountain, you could have just hawkshot towards here, and you would have seen your blue anyway. So it's basically like a whole line of vision that you could get instead of just hawkshotting to your blue and that's it, and you deny all yourself this vision. Okay, so what you did, from your base you hawkshot towards the red, and like you miss out this part, which is okay, but it is actually better than most of the average Ashe players because most of them would have just hawkshot towards
Executed.
Baron. He's doing Baron. Okay, Pantheon is just tilting right now. Okay, you have to respect the enemy team a lot more because they have a lot of gap closers and you have no built-in escape. Oh, that arrow is quite good. That arrow is fine. Like, you walking up right there was actually really fine. They could not have turned back on you. They always did. Oh! Whew. I took that for you. But yeah, you have to respect your enemy team, the enemy team a bit more. Like, you have to know what they have, and you have to know what they can do. So, and by okay, you walk away, really, really good. Your team fight mechanics are actually really good. Oh, but right there, you should have. Why would he jump back in? Just stupid. Anyway, but rather the last team fight, you should have tried to focus down Tristana instead. Okay, let's watch that. Okay, good dodge on Fizz. Really, really good actually. But Fizz has no more mana, and he keeps on walking up, so it's really stupid from him. Right here, instead of focusing Sejuani, try focusing Tristana. Those few hits that you landed on Sejuani would have actually granted you the kill on Tristana. Would have granted you double buff. Would have granted you the power to really slow down Sejuani. So you should have tried to focus down Tristana right there, because also Tristana is also the like the damage output source on the enemy team in that 2v2 and in general also. So focusing down Tristana, even though Sejuani is close, okay, even if Sejuani is close, would have been better for you, because Tristana, whether Sejuani is closer or not, Tristana was hitting you anyway. So so yeah, you should just be negating the biggest output, the biggest source of damage output on the enemy team. But your team fight mechanic is pretty good. Let's fast forward. Letting you. Oh wow! Are those guys your team? Is like this solo queue team is actually, except for maybe Pantheon who tilted on Baron earlier. This solo queue team is actually pretty nice to you. Okay, yeah, Pantheon is the only one taxing you and stuff, so. But yeah, except Pantheon, the rest of your team is actually pretty nice. And actually pretty good for Silver 4 Elo.
Blue team has slain Baron Ashe.
Yep. I was too busy talking, sorry. But yeah, someone should have went on Baron toward it, because what happened is that they all saw you bot lane. Like they saw you, they saw Lee Sin, they saw you, they saw thingy, they saw Pantheon bot lane, and they saw Malzahar mid lane. So yeah, it was Thresh should have went toward Baron rather, but I wasn't paying attention on Thresh, so I was paying attention on you. So okay, good arrow. It is going to help you escape. Your team should immediately back off right here. There's really no reason why your team would be walking towards you. This is going to cost you a lot. They got Baron, they have really good pushing power, and now they just killed Malzahar and Pantheon. Malzahar could be really crucial for your team to be able to wave clear. Pantheon is meh, he doesn't even matter. But he could be split pushing, I guess. So yeah, there was two free kills that you guys gave, plus from the Baron. You have tons of mains here. Fast forward to see what happens. Okay, so this is going to be your third dragon. Third dragon is okay, like you do not need it absolutely right now. The most important dragon, okay, according to me, the most important dragon is actually the fourth one, because the fourth one is the one that will give you room to make a lot of pressure plays. Okay, the enemy team will be hesitating between giving you the fifth Baron, between giving you the fifth dragon, between giving you a good. I was about to say he should ult. Between giving you an inhib, like you have tons of room to make plays when you have the fourth dragon. So that's why, in my opinion, the fourth dragon is the most important one. You have to be careful. Don't stack up because of Sejuani, okay? Oh, Sejuani actually got it? Okay, the first dragon for them, as at this stage of the game, is actually really important. And this is a throw. Throw. What is he doing? Okay, got it. You guys shouldn't have went for that. That was way too greedy. Like, it was 50-50 on dragon. It should not have been 50-50 on dragon, okay? Thresh, what Thresh should have done is put a ward over the wall and try to stay where Sejuani is, and whenever Lee Sin is nearly about to smite, just hook the Sejuani so she can't dash. And if you miss the timing, just flay her whenever you think that it is the appropriate moment to smite, because Sejuani will want to dash in to smite. Like that's the first reflex that people have because they don't want to waste their flashes. So Sejuani would have tried to dash in, and Thresh would have cancelled her dash. So that would have been like that didn't need to be 50-50. Yep, I was about to say you should take your red because you don't have anything else to do on your team right now. So securing your buff for yourself is actually really important. Um, what you should be doing right now, well, actually, what your team should be doing right now is warding your whole jungle, whether it is blue jungle or red jungle. Your team should be warding it, especially because your whole team still has yellow trinkets. Okay, you should have upgraded to blue trinkets whenever you got level 9, because those are actually like tiny pink trinkets. I mean tiny pink wards. Okay, they last for the whole game. Plus, they're like free long range pink wards. Okay, um, they actually just die whenever people hit them. So whenever someone hit them, it means that someone is there, right? It means that you spot that person killing your blue trinket. So the blue trinket already served its purpose. It already saw someone. So losing that blue trinket is not so bad anyway. Take the lantern. Oh, he took it too slowly. But that now is going to cost you your life. Oh yeah. That is really bad for you. Death timers are actually. Do you have his stun? He did. He should have just done him right there. Oh, was it DC or just penalty on why? Okay, I'll address this right now. A freaking error that lower elo and actually even diamond players, okay, and above, like high diamond players do, is that they die with the turret. Okay, there is absolutely no reason why anyone should ever die with a turret. Okay, if you're going to be able to defend the turret, then fine, just do it. But if if you're going to be able to defend an important turret, let's say a Nexus turret with your life, then fine, do it. But if the turret is going to go down anyway, then don't just stand there. There is really no reason why you should be standing there. Like zero reason. Just wait for the animation. Okay, so the play right there, well, the play earlier just cost you the game. It was not on your part, but it was the enemy team going really cocky on them. So, overall, honestly, on your part, you did a really good job. Okay, on your team, it was more little throws that your team did. Like this game, there was of course a lot of things that you could have done better, but this game, was like your loss was secured because of your team, and not because of you, which is like one of the sad reasons why solo queue is so bad. Is because like not bad as in not bad as in like they have bad skills, but bad as in flawed. Like the solo queue is so flawed because your team can basically just decide um whenever you lose. So let's say someone is tilting on your team, and that person can single-handedly decide whether you deserve to lose or not. Which is why solo queue system is so flawed, because it takes you so much effort to bring your team to victory, but it only takes one person to decide that you need to lose, that you just lose the game. So that is why solo queue is so flawed. Okay, so I'll go on with a few recommendations for you. So early on in the laning phase, just be more aware of what's happening. Like, be more aware. Don't be so tunnel vision, because a lot of time you're focusing on the lower HP target instead of focusing on whoever was in front of you. So you put yourself in some dangerous situations that could have been avoided. And also during the mid phase, you did a lot of good decisions by going farming bot, by not going to tunnel vision. Like, it's as if your tunnel vision shifted and you did not have tunnel vision anymore. So I really don't know how that happened. Um, but during the mid phase, try to ping your team a bit more. Okay, try to communicate with your team a bit more, because you have really good decision making, and you should try to help your team with that. In the late game, honestly, there was not a lot of mistake that you did in the late game. It was more, sorry, it was more on your team. So I guess a big thing, a big thing that you should be doing is actually lead your team. You have a lot of decision making, good decision making. So you should try to lead your team with pings. Okay, I do not know if you were typing. Okay, I do not know if you're typing, but if you're not typing, keep on not typing. If you were typing, try to type less, and help your team with pings. Oh yeah, and in the mid game and early mid game, you should try to upgrade your yellow trinket to blue trinkets. That would be really good for you. You do not need. Okay, I just noticed in your items, you do not need to go Lord Dominic's. Well, the upgrade of Last Whisper anymore. Okay, that should be like your last item, except if they have a lot of bonus armor on the enemy team. Okay, because now Last Whisper only goes through the bonus armor, which is granted by spells or by items and stuff. So unless they're stacking a lot of armor, let's say your whole team is AD base and they have like Malphite, Rammus, etc., then going Lord Dominic's before the sixth item is okay. But like the only person stacking armor on their team is actually Sejuani. Like even Maokai is not building armor. So Lord Dominic's in your case is actually really a really bad investment. Okay, so you should not be going for Lord Dominic's even as last item in this particular match. Oh well, okay, maybe Aatrox has Ninja Tabai, but going Lord Dominic's to deny Ninja Tabai is not like worth it. So that's something you have to keep in mind for your itemization. Um, and also something else, you should try to evaluate the importance of your flash compared to the flash on the enemy team. Okay, so you can't just be wasting your flash like you did like once or twice to get a single kill. There was a scenario where you use your flash to secure a kill and bait another kill in the enemy jungle on Aatrox and Sejuani, so that was good. That was a good use of flash. But and also with your heal, you have to be more careful about using your summoner spells, okay? Because those are really important, especially for AD carries. If you were support, honestly, it wouldn't have been that bad because supports usually they have built-in ways to escape, and they have supports are the one that force the enemy team to do something, okay? AD carries they basically just hit, and the enemy team has to react because you output damage, but not because you have the potential to make tons of plays. Depending on AD carries, of course, but in general, especially for Ashe pre level 6, and Ashe without arrow, you have to keep your summoner spells because those are really important for you. Okay, even if they do not give you a kill. So, if you liked the video, you can thumbs it up. You can subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in receiving free coaching sessions, you can send your replay after you subscribe to replay.gg. Okay, I have no affiliation by the way with replay.gg, but I just find it the most convenient way to watch replays. So subscribe to replay.gg. Send me your the .bat file in Windows alternate to my email coach.wisdom without an o .lol@gmail.com. So coach dot wisdm dot lol dot at gmail.com. Include to me your in-game name, your rank, and your role, so I can easily identify you. And you can add in any specification that you want, like focus on team fighting, focus on laning phase, etc. So yeah, if you like the video, you can share it with other people. It would make me really happy that I can help as many people as I can. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.